dozens in Indonesia are laying down on railroad tracks to cure their illnesses. It's known as railroad therapy.
Oh, thank God. Finally somebody figured it out. Okay, a good idea. Here's what I know will definitely work. Lying down on railroad tracks. What does it cure?
Electrical shocks, I guess, or electrical currents that go through the...
well, the electrical shocks go through the system, but apparently there's a story that a Chinese man was paralyzed and lay down on the tracks to kill himself, but then the electrical shocks cured him and he stood up, and it's the most obvious BS story of all time.
This story
but apparently
actually,
all of Indonesia believes.
This story is actually really sad because they don't have access to health care, okay? They can't pay for the prescription medications. They have diabetes, they have insomnia, they have all these different diseases, and they don't know how to get cured because they just cannot afford the health care. So what are they doing? They're relying on myths, and they're relying on rumors, and they're putting their lives in danger by laying down on railroad tracks.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. If, for example, there's a 50-year-old diabetes patient, and she says, look, I don't know how to fix it, and I can't get help because she can't afford it, etc. So she's hoping that laying down on the tracks cures her diabetes. It's a minor miracle that nobody's gotten run over by the trains yet. But, I mean, look, it's only a matter of time, right?
So we have a video showing you exactly what they do. Notice their bodies are moving in a weird way because of the electrical shocks. Watch.
All right.
These Indonesians are going to extreme lengths to try and cure what ails them. They believe the electricity that passes through their bodies when they lay down on railroad tracks will restore their health. Their muscles twitch as the current flows. Diabetes sufferer Sri Mulyati is among them. The 50-year-old says the electricity from the rails has helped her high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and sleeplessness.
And you have to understand they have to do this as the train is coming. That's why there's the electricity coming, right? And then they have to get up in time before the train runs them over. Disaster written all over, right? And so the government is trying to get them to stop doing this because they're worried to death that they're going to get run over.
Yeah.
And let alone if it causes the train to have an accident and then the people inside the train get hurt, etc.
They have a very United States way of dealing with the situation. Politicians there do. They're saying, okay, you're laying on the train tracks because you're desperate, you need medical attention. So what we're going to do is we are going to fine you and we're going to threaten you with 3 years in prison.
Okay, well, that'll do it. So giving them medical benefits, well, that's too hard.
3 months in prison, sorry, 3 months in prison,
okay.
but still.
3 months in prison, that'll straighten you out. So if you don't get run over by the train, at least you're headed for prison. Luckily, they haven't actually done that yet, but a number of people, at least 12 people in this instance, in this area, are coming out every day anyway, and they're undeterred by these threat of arrest that have not happened yet. And by the way, just to be clear, I said all of Indonesia believes it. Obviously, all of Indonesia does not believe it. A small percentage of Indonesia believes it, which is already disastrous enough.
We are wearing awesome t-shirts today. It's not as obvious as it should be.
Yeah, this is...
It's a Matador, Matador. I wanted a shirt that looked cute and was comfortable, and this was it. But unfortunately, the logo isn't large enough. It's very silky and soft. Do you feel the softness?